Archie Luxury on the Paul Pluta channel. And I gotta say, guys, I'm sorry. I had a show on the Archie Luxury channel that just ran a bit over. It ran a wee bit over. So, guys, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm here now, and I'm broadcasting from the studio. I am broadcasting now. So, guys, I just want to say that, hey, I just wanted to say now, CLYVERS doesn't feel like coming on today. So it's a bit like the Dave Letterman show when Dave doesn't turn up. You know what I mean? We're not going to get all upset and, it's just, hey, this is going to be an interesting show. We're going to do an interesting show. We're going to look after our audience. That's what we're going to do, fuckers. We're going to look after you. So I just wanted to say that we are broadcasting. Now, obviously, guys, I wanted to tell you the studio is the Bunghole Bungalow. The Bunghole Bungalow. And it's also, we've got two sponsors. It's also Sucker Horn. It's the Anti-Hunter Studio. The Anti-Hunter Studio. The Anti-Hunter Bunghole Bungalow. There we go. The Anti-Hunter Bunghole Bungalow. So, guys, this is what's going on. I gotta tell you, I gotta say, I'm very excited to be here. I got a few guests I wanted to bring on. If I can use these controls. It's a bit tricky, fuckers. It is a wee bit on the tricky side. And I got a few people who want to join the antics. I've got some amazing people who want to join in. The guy who does that video, It's Complicated. That guy, It's Complicated. Chris from It's Complicated. He's a cool guy. He's very cool. Shit. I got problems. I'm trying to use this. I'm trying to. Oh, this is shit. You know that? I'm trying. Come on. I've had problems with my Google Chrome. My Google Chrome has been an absolute bitch. Google Chrome has been a bitch. It doesn't work no more. So I got Firefox, but then I can't use Firefox to do live shows. So sure enough, guys, I've got to use IE, which IE really sucks. I got to tell you the truth. IE really sucks. That's for sure. Indeed. It really sucks. Yeah, that's kind of shit. Yeah, I've had a few announcements. I don't know if you saw the announcements. I'm selling my Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Yes. The reason for any super chats, you can do super chats. I will respond to them. If anyone wants to buy me a drink, we could certainly give that a shot. Super chats, I gotta tell you honestly, guys, super chats. I'm keen to super chat. If you want to super chat with me, there is no problems with that at all. I love super chats. Super chats are cool. Now I've got to be honest with you. It's I got to be completely honest with you there. Super chats is what keeps Archie going. So if you wanted to shit, I don't understand this. I'm just trying to get this. I'm trying to get the doc. I'm going to send the link to doc. And I got a few other people. I got that. It's complicated. You know that guy? He's been doing some advertising. He does advertising on my channel. So I'm trying to get him onto the channel. He wanted to come on, so we can do that. I got the Doc. Doc wants to come on. Doc is cool. Yeah, Doc wants to come on. That's fine. Someone's asked me if I'd sell my Explorer 2. Yes, we could sell that. Explorer 2's for sale. I think I want a premium because I am Archie Luxury. I am the pontiff. Yes, I will say that for the Explorer 2, it's the Pontiff's Explorer 2. I would like 10,000 Aussie dollars for it there. I think that's a fair price for the Explorer 2. What do you guys think? An Explorer 2 owned by the Pontiff. Owned by the Pontiff. That's exactly it. I would like to, the Pontiff is the Pontiff. It's very important that we get the right type of punter. We've got to get the right punter in, guys. We want to get the right punter. So it's going to go amazing. Now, I don't understand this. I'm supposed to have a guy coming and joining me. It's complicated. Well, it's complicated. Hey, are you going to come on my channel? That's what I'd like to know there. It's, it's a bit, where's it gone? Where is that guy gone? He's kind of, is he coming or not? I don't know. I'm just trying to find him. See if I've got a phone number for him. Oh, I got a phone number. I'll ring him. I'll give him a ring. It's complicated. I love this guy's channel. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says there. I got a few bones to pick. But I'm sure we can get him on there. We always like a good argument. We do like a good argument. So let's get him on the show. Here we go. Let's get this. Get the punter on there. Come on, answer your fucking phone.
It's Christopher.
Hey, it's Archie. Where's he fucking gone? He wants to do a show and he's not there. Fuck! I don't know what to say. It's complicated. Well, you got to answer the phone, sunshine. If we're supposed to be doing a live show together, you got to answer your fucking phone. I mean, this is the first rule in mutual plugs. You got to answer. Oh, the doc's coming on. Thank God. Doctor, give me the flu. I got a backache for loving you. Doctor, give me the flu, because I got a backache for loving you. We want the doc on here very soon. So, guys, I'm very, very proud, very proud to be associated with many fine individuals, upstanding members of our community. Amiga, what a fucking joke. Baselworld, razzle dazzle, Baselworld. Wow, fuckers. It didn't quite work for Amiga. It was Rolex, Patek, and Tudor. Tudor is the new Amiga. When Amiga made shit that people actually wanted. It's pretty damn devastating. I gotta be honest with you there. Pretty damn devastating. It's I don't know what to say there. It's just how it is. It's very disappointing in many ways. You know, it's very disappointing. Shit, I don't understand this. Jesus, my browser doesn't. What the fuck? I accept PayPal. You betcha. I love the PayPal. So turn your mic down, fucker. What's wrong with the mic? It's not that loud, is it? Do I need to turn the mic down, fuckers? Minato, Starchy, Feekers, this. Okay, Clive, Minotaur, Wrangler. Clive, I'm dying. Get your ass on air. The show's going bad, Clivers. The show's going bad. It's going bad in a not a cool way. It's going bad. We need Clivers. Where the fuck is Clivers? Clivers had a very busy day. He's not in the mood. It's all over Red Rover. All over. Come on, guys, buy me a drink. If you buy me a drink, we'll have a drink and it'll be really shit-faced. It's gone pear-shaped, guys. It's gone pear-shaped. Pear-shaped is where it's at. And all I can say is, guys, come on. Work with me, not against me. It's very important that I have the support of my viewers. I want to hear from my viewers. I love my viewers. It's very important that you guys support the Archie Luxury channel because I depend on you guys to be successful. Success is nothing without an audience. Okay, I love you to death. I want to talk wristwatches. It's yeah, this is the way it's gone there. Yeah, it's what do I say there, fuckers? It's hard. YouTube is a hard game. It's very hard. Let's see if I can get that Rudy fucker on the phone. Let's get that Rudy.
Well, how you doing?
Hey, Rudy, I'm doing a live show, Rudy. Live shows. You know live shows?
Yeah, I know. You did one in a bit, are you?
Yeah, I'm doing one now. I just thought I'd ring you quickly and say hello to you.
Okay.
Hey, I will ring you back after the live show. We'll have a chat, okay?
All right, no worries.
Thank you. Hello, doctor. Doctor, give me the flu. How are you, Doc?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Hey, I'm absolutely shocked. I can't believe Baselworld, Omega, it's all over for Omega. I don't know what you think, Doc.
Well, I think Omega really only had the Man on the Moon going for it for the most part. Nothing really changed there.
I don't know if you've heard, but Archie Luxury has... I'm getting rid of the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon for lack of interesting product at Baselworld 2018.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Well,
I really don't. I mean, I think there are some other watches you have that should go before the Man on the Moon. I really do.
Well, Omega's just had such a poor performance that
I understand. It's very disappointing. I think
they're a joke. They're now in a joke. They're an acronym for failure. They're like Panerai were last year.
Well, but they have a unique history. They have a unique place. And I really have to say thank you again for suggesting that I get one, and I love it. And
yes,
I don't think you should let go of it. I think if you do, you will regret it. You will regret it. You've done it before. You had one, you let it go, you regretted it, and then you have the one you have now.
Well, this is terrible. I'm actually releasing the Speedy Friday, as in Speedy Good Friday, the death of Omega. Okay.
If they were smart, they'd come to you for that. I mean,
yeah,
the Speedy
I'm releasing the Speedy Friday, Good Friday, and I've sent CLYVERS the link. I've sent the link to CLYVERS. I got to tell you, in all honesty, how much am I selling my? What I've done is, Doc, I've taken the bracelet off. I'm going to keep that. Okay, like all limited edition Omegas, less is more, Doc.
Well, you're going to keep the bracelet as a memento because when you're crying over having sold the watch, at least you have the bracelet.
Exactly. And then, Doc,
I understand.
I am going to put it on a NATO. It's going to be engraved Speedy Friday. How much am I charging for it? I'm charging the retail price of a Rolex GMT Pepsi.
I think that's been done.
But it's called irony. It's called irony for Omega. Irony.
Well, there's another channel where a Squale is apparently for sale, also for the price of a Rolex GMT. That's just a rumor.
Jesus Christ. It's so I got to tell you, in all honesty, there, right? I got to tell you. It's just terrible, you know. It is just. Oh, we got the Wrangler. The Wrangler's on. Clive, what's going on?
Oh,
welcome back, Clive.
Well, it's kind of nice. The last hearing, it was juvenile. My client was being subpoenaed because we were playing last make a deal. There was an adoption on before us, and before I knew it, it was like. I've seen old guys like snooze in the courtroom. This afternoon, I was one of those old guys. So that actually, there's nothing like a nice old man. And let's see, right after that.
It's nothing that a little rest and Grecian formula won't take care of.
Oh, I don't have Grecian. I don't have any Grecian formula. This is all natural. But that's the nice thing. Blonde kind of blends in anyway.
Clive, did you know I've actually selling my Omega Speedmaster? I'm calling it the Speedy Friday, the Speedy Good Friday, the death of Omega as we know it.
Now, why are you calling it the death of Omega?
Because Omega had such a poor showing at Baselworld this year. Omega's become a joke and an acronym for bad taste and endless limited editions.
By the way, can talk sense into Archie, including Clive.
Oh, by the way, so speaking about Omegas, what do you think? You think I should do the 2 or the 4.5?
Ooh, busting out the Omegas.
Do the 2. The 2's much cooler than the 4.5.
Actually, I think the 4.5 is a much more usable chronograph.
I think you're going to love the 321.
I don't know why he asked Doc. I don't know why he asked Doc if he knew already this is like dealing with a woman. She goes, which dress do you prefer, the red or the black one? The black one. Oh, I was going to wear the red one. Well, why the fuck did you ask me, sweetheart?
In this country, he's George Costanza.
No, actually, no. It's like I say. I actually think no. I think the 4.5 is the better chronograph because it's a centrally mounted minutes hand, and of course, when your eyes are going to shit, my God, that's so much easier.
I think you're going to love the 321 when you finally get it.
Yeah.
Clive, we're not in our groove. I haven't got $1 super chat yet. Not $1 has come in. I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
I don't think anybody believed that they were being watched on that last show. That if anybody super chatted, no one was watching.
Yeah,
Clive is the man. He watches the super chats.
There's a reason why I'm called the Minotaur Wrangler. So what did you guys think about the Omega? Now, okay, let's be honest. The Omega Seamaster, the homage, the 1948. That's actually kind of a nice piece, to be honest. I kind of like that.
It's nice for a Seamaster.
Yeah, a Seamaster, 1948.
Just what we need, another procession of limited edition retro Omegas.
Oh, God, well, God knows. Well, that's all they can do. Yeah. Okay. Of course, that's all they know how to do is limited edition. It's kind of like Panerai. But on the other hand, it's not a cool little, I mean, it's a cool little piece. It almost kind of makes me think of my vintage linen dial.
But is it as cool as the reissued Speedmasters that they put out? Yeah, like last year.
Oh, you mean the Speedy Tuesday or whatever?
And all that jazz. Everything they can think of for a Speedmaster.
Then came home early and then took a little nap, woke up, looked on the live stream, the other one, and
did you like the other live stream?
Well, then I just kind of I scratched myself and then went back to sleep.
He was pretty good, wasn't he?
It was decent. So where's this other guy? Where is Bugger Polish Mailman?
Yeah, no, it's complicated. That guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened to him. It was so keen.
It seemed like you were going into a fit. You were almost sick. You were going to throw up. Is that considered a complication?
$9.99. Thank you, Robert Padilla.
No. Look, dude.
You have to read it.
Latino. Yeah, well, you will get to that. But two L's together is a Y. Amarillo, Yama, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Archie, Clive Archie. Should I continue to save for the Explorer 2 or get a brand new Tudor GMT Pepsi?
Ooh, me first. Tudor,
okay.
Pepsi, all the way. That Tudor Pepsi is badass. I think that Tudor Pepsi beats out the Rolex GMT Pepsi.
I don't like that. Well,
I know.
I don't like the hands. And it is a Tudor. But yeah, otherwise. But if
Snowflake hands. You don't like snowflake hands?
There's a second super chat on this topic, and here's the thing:
Rolex,
the Tudor. I'll let you go.
Rolex GMT Superman. What do you think?
Okay, here's the thing: the Tudor Pepsi brings back memories of the 6542.
Yeah, that's the no crown guard one. Yes.
That's the real deal, original Holyfield Pepsi.
By the way, so I got it wrong. The hand is independently adjustable. The 24-hour hand is independently adjustable, just like a GMT2.
I think it's more reminiscent.
Exactly, you can get 3 times on that bad boy.
But I think it's more reminiscent of the 8675309.
I think we got your number.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay.
And Archie has no clue.
Okay, yeah, come on. You're our age. You have to.
That's nice, but it's not as rare as what I thought you were going to be bringing up on a nice Friday.
Oh, you mean the Speedy or the what?
No, I was thinking you'd be bringing up the bird.
No. Actually, the bird is over at the jeweler. I mean, you mean the rare bird or the really rare bird?
No, just the rare bird.
Oh well, yeah, I got it. But on the other hand, you know what's nice about the Mark II?
It's almost as good as a 321.
Almost. But you know what the nice thing about those references are? Real Amiga. That? These are real Amigas. They're not Swatch Amigas. These are real Amigas. They were made by Omega before they became contaminated by the Swatch group.
Yet another advantage of vintage.
Yep. So hey, Doctor, what are you wearing right now?
I was actually wearing my 861 earlier today, and I switched over for happy hour to the Scheitling.
Okay, yeah, the show. Yeah, actually, Archie. I think Archie really screwed up getting rid of that.
I would agree, and I thank him every day.
Thank you so much.
I think the Breitling really pops when you're wearing black slacks and any light colored shirt. I think the Breitling really pops.
It's quite interesting. I got to tell you the truth. I do love the new Breitling with the in-house Tudor movement. But I got to tell you, I think the aluminum bezel pops better on a retro vintage watch than the fucking ceramic. I don't know why they did it. Yeah. Breitling just did it for gimmickry. You know, I don't understand why you would do that.
Absolutely. Big mistake. And that's another reason for going for the Tudor Pepsi over the Rolex Pepsi. They were smart enough to know they go with aluminum. Super chat.
Avery, let's just call him Avery. Tudor 3-piece collection. Go.
Got it. Tudor Pepsi.
Black Bay. Black Bay. You'd have to add a Black Bay heritage, wouldn't you?
I said burgundy. 2 Pepsis and a burgundy. That's my 3-piece.
Ooh.
Okay, but
all right, that's an exaggeration.
Okay, well, a slight one, but actually, I kind of like the Tudor Ranger. To me, the Tudor Ranger kind of has number one, it kind of looks like almost an Explorer 1, but it almost has the recessed dial in the shape case of the rare birds of the 1603 and of the 1630 and the 1530.
And I'm going to step out there a little bit. I actually like the Black Bay Chrono, even though it's sort of like Emesis. I mean, they just kind of threw things at you, but still, I like it.
Okay, 10-pound super chat by D Shies. By the way, how many super chats were you getting with the other guy?
Probably 0.
Yeah, it was more just another.
Okay.
The problem is, with the other guy, my browser wasn't working. I'm using fucking IE at the moment.
Okay. $10 super chat. Pontiff, any tips for getting hold of a new Pepsi? No doubt they'll be a cunt to get a hold of. Actually, cunts always are a cunt to get a hold of.
And I'm confused. Why $9.99 instead of just $10? Why $9.99? I don't get it.
We don't care. We don't question the generosity of our viewers. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, there was super chats on the other channel. Was that right, Clive? I couldn't see any.
I didn't see any, but like I said, I just woke up. I just woke up from my nap and just like do.
Yeah.
No offense.
But,
I didn't see the super chats, but I was only there at the end.
Okay, just simply, and it depends a little, but keep in mind, here's the thing. It's not like, every Rolex jeweler, AD, they're separate entities. Some belong in chains, some are independents, and it just kind of depends from each one. Go one to everyone in your area and get on the list and say, man, I really want that Rolex GMT. What do I need to do? Like over here, you just go around to everyone and say, I want on the list, I want on the list, I want on the list. So, but okay, let's go back to the Pepsi Tudor versus the Omega Explorer 2. See, the trouble is, we really don't, and it could be, the trouble is with a new reference like that, a new watch, we really don't know what it's going to do. Now, assuming that you're not a chronic flipper, assuming that Robert, that's right, Robert has a Jarb. Oh, my response is, Robert, get the one you like the most. If you're gonna be like Kenny Rogers and you know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, know when to run. Never. Anyway, it was gonna make a anyway. Then get the one you like. I don't think you could do wrong with either one.
These guys don't know who Kenny Rogers is.
Well, don't flip. Okay. Well, Robert, just get the one you like the most. No one's going to be wearing that sucker except you. What would you say, Doctor?
I'm agreeing with that. I'm big on getting something that speaks to you, as you well know, as everyone knows. And it may be something everybody says is a shitter.
It could be. But on the
It could
other
be
hand,
like Gloria. Could be like Gloria. I almost wore Gloria tonight.
should have. Yeah.
So
So Dolly Parton, oh yeah, Dolly Parton is still a super gilf, if you ask me. But yeah, I kind of wonder
never
though.
goes out of style. Never goes out of style.
But
Just very quickly there, 3-piece Tudor collection. Let me just put in there and say something to you guys. Pepsi, Tudor, Burgundy, Black Bay, and
Love it.
Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo, the chronograph. You want a chronograph, a GMT, and a diver.
Nothing said you couldn't go a little vintage. I like that.
No, this is the reissue, Monte Carlo.
You know, I mean, the reissue.
I'd go old school.
I still like
Too expensive, Doc. Do you know how expensive they are, those old school ones? They're like 20 grand.
So what do you
Crazy.
think about the Tudor? What do you think about the Tudor Ranger, though? Do you like it, or is it too funky for you?
It's like an Explorer 1 of Tudors. It's so cool. It is so cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, I have a question.
I think it's even cooler than it might even be cooler than Explorer 1 because it's like an Explorer 1, but the case is kind of like the oyster quartz or the 1630 and the 1530. It's got the flat angular case. And Vingtier pointed that out, and I'm like, oh, brilliant.
Well, if you're coughing up the man on the moon here, would you consider buying then a Tudor big block Prince chrono?
And
wouldn't that be nice? They give you a little bit of that Daytona flavor.
oh no, but Archie has the 1 watch per brand rule.
Yes. Yes, that's right. 1 watch per brand.
No, I know, but we're talking about
Yes, and that's a good thing.
Combo
That's a
meal deal here.
It's a good thing because otherwise he probably would have loaded up with Rolexes.
Oh no,
Rolexes.
you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, when they're like dirt cheap, when when they're still at the low point, and geez.
That would be painfully profitable. Painfully.
Yeah. You see, Archie
Super chat.
Archie would stay awake at night wondering how to flip them and make the money. So you see, actually, we're helping you sleep.
Thank you.
And I love this super chat because it explains the $9.99 because I can't do that over here.
Oh, in the UK, the super chat only lets you into donations of 99 pence.
And over here, it only lets you end it in an even number: $2, $5, $10, $20.
Now, actually, no. Speaking about breaking your own rules, so if you get the Rolex, let's just say you get the Rolex.
Sorry about the helicopter.
Let's just say you get the Rolex Pepsi.
Yes.
Okay. That means you have to sell the Polar Explorer, right?
Oh, 1 watch per brand.
Yep.
He's an attorney. He's got you.
I've actually got a Ramelpa clause. I got a Ramelpa clause, okay?
A what?
A Ramelpa clause, it's called, right? Where I can actually have 2 per brand if it's my daily wearer doesn't. When I say it's 1 per brand, that's ones that are in the box to look at. But I also do need a watch on my wrist as a daily, which doesn't count. So that's my way around it.
Oh, whoa. DO269. 6 pounds even. Interesting.
Rudy's just said to me if I want a Pepsi GMT, he can get one for me.
Probably with stickers. How's Rudy doing? I haven't.
Oh, I got a present for you, Clivers. I forgot. I found this. I was going through my toilet, my waste paper basket in the bathroom, and I found this for you. Look at this. You know what this is?
A condom wrapper.
Right? These are stickers from my Tudor Black Bay. These are the stickers that were on. I was going to send these stickers to you.
No.
Okay, stickers.
Don't. Those are only for people that can't afford Rolex stickers.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I didn't mean it about the condom wrappers. Sorry.
Oh, I've used them for that before when I was running short.
Oh, that's just too much information.
Yeah, but you can wash them. Don't worry. Like condoms, you can wash them out and flip them over. It's perfectly clean.
Hey, why don't you get Rudy on the channel?
Yeah, we can. Send them the link. Send them the link. I like Rudy. Rudy's going to get me a Pepsi.
Pepsi Tudor?
Rolex Pepsi. I'm trying to sell my Omega Speedy Friday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And I'll possibly sell the Explorer 2 to fund it as well.
I still think that's a bad idea.
I was just going to bring. Can I share my screen?
Chat.
Is it? Sorry.
$4.99 super chat. Chris C. Do you think there will be a waiting list for the Tudor Pepsi GMT, or have they flood the market?
Look,
okay. Okay. You take your guess first, and I'll take mine.
Well, I would say it's funny how Tudor always has stock, but Rolex never does. Isn't that kind of funny?
Well, okay. I sent him the link.
Beautiful.
Now, Jerry Nunkin said I'll pay $3,000 for the Man on the Moon. Now,
I need 7.6, by the way, 7.6 US.
I'm gonna bet that Tudor does have a waiting list on this new Pepsi of theirs because it's just so hot. Everybody knows it's hot. There's going to be a little bit of a waiting list.
Okay, Darth Vader. Do you think that the less popular Rolexes, like the Explorer 2 and everything else that Archibald Chesterfield III has ever tested in his life, will go up in value like subs if bought new?
They will not go up like subs. No. Never go up like subs. Not going to happen.
You've got to be careful. There's certain models you buy new and there's certain models you buy pre-owned. The Explorer 2, 42 mil, you got to buy that pre-owned.
No, I don't know. Let's think about it. Because if Rolex still is holding down the production of still sports models, it might.
There's still quite a number of them on the used market, significantly cheaper than new.
And it'll never match the subs. Sorry, I just won't match them.
Well, but right now in my area, I see Submariners more than I see.
Oh, Clive, can I share a
super chat?
One word, Eric Stoltz. One word, Lion Shark.
That's going to go up in value.
I forgot to tell you, Clive, the Mercedes sold. I sold my dad's Mercedes.
Nice.
I nearly had a nervous breakdown about it, but it sold.
Well, dealing with your parents is always a pain in the ass.
No, and I had buyers who, how do I put it?
Lowballed.
Lowballers.
Actually,
and you know, can I tell you a story? As long as you don't repeat this and tell my dad, can I tell you a private story?
He'll never hear it.
I mean, no, there's only 3 people watching this live stream now. Okay, my dad had this clip that came off the volume knob. It was a rubber grommet around the volume knob of the stereo. So it kept falling out. So he decided to super glue it in place.
Ooh, okay.
And I said, now that you've glued it in place, how do you turn the stereo on or adjust the volume? He looks at me and goes, fuck! And yeah, and he didn't use a dab of super glue. He used half a liter.
Well, at least it stayed on.
I don't know. What do you think I should? I don't know. Maybe I'd jettison the Speedy and try. What do you think? Explorer 1 or Explorer 2?
Explorer 1, Clivers. That watch is so fucking cool. It's smoking, man.
With the patina. Go with the patina.
No, it doesn't have patina. It's not yet anyway. I probably need to lock it away. But
You know,
No,
actually,
no. I'm saying go with the Explorer 2 with the patina.
patina.
wow.
Have you
that
ever
is-
watched The Simpsons over there, Archie? Do
I
they
don't
get
have a
that?
television.
Oh,
You had to
The
pawn it.
ex-wife took that when she left. She took all the good stuff. I got the carpet beetles. I got the carpet beetles, and I got the carpet beetles, and I got all the stuff, and I got that horrible plastic deck chair.
well.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. That's cool.
It really,
Clive?
really,
Clive?
really is. Yes,
Clive?
yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yes, actually, yes.
Because that watch looks hot now. Looks just hot.
Yeah, no,
Show it
really
again.
does. And the funny part is, I had a newer reference with, I actually spent less money on, and I don't like it nearly as much as I like this one, as this older
Super
one.
cool. It's a Holes case. The rattlesnake bracelet. I think the rattlesnake is kind of cool too.
Yeah. And if it's not gonna, if you're not a one and done guy, if you have more than a couple, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like they were falling. Okay, $5 5-pound super chat by Logan Smith. Come on, Archie. What's the real reason for selling the Omega? What watch would you buy if you sold your Omega? Okay, Logan Smith.
I got to be honest with you. You're going to hear the truth. I will answer that truthfully. I'm going to sell the Omega and buy a Lange 1.
Okay.
Oh, golly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Rio 269. No, it's a cool watch. It's a
I
cool
hate-
watch. Rio 269 2-pound super chat.
Just because, and that's great.
Yep.
I think it's a big mistake selling the Man on the Moon.
If I can
Big
get someone to pay me 11,700 Aussie, it's gone, Doc. You don't understand, okay? This is a very rare limited edition. This is an investment grade piece. The Speedy Friday to celebrate the death of Omega. And Doc,
Well, okay, but you really need to customize the hell out of it if it's going to be the Archie Luxury watch.
it's going to have Speedy Friday on the back. I'm getting it engraved.
Well, no.
It should have "Fuck Me Dead" on the front.
No. Actually,
Too gaudy.
Well, actually, I was going to say, because as he has pointed out in recent videos, it's actually a diver watch.
I was drinking, guys. I was drinking. Haven't you ever seen a man who I was drinking, guys. Come on, cut me some poetic license, for God's sake.
Yeah, there's also this thing called editing.
Fuck that.
Get
Okay.
a custom dial. Let's say Speed Fister on the front.
Okay. Darth Vader 2. Roller Explorer 2 or Milgauss? I don't know. Hold on.
What color Milgauss? What color dial Milgauss?
It would be an easier choice if they came out with a new bezel on that Milgauss. That would have been sweet. That would have been hot.
Yeah.
Then it'd be no hesitation. We go with the Milgauss.
Milgauss is only a 3-hand watch, but no date. Funky second hand, but
the original Milgauss had that bezel on it.
yeah, it did. It did. Yes.
And it needs to come back. It needs to come back. That would make it hot. I'm not a big Milgauss fan, but I would definitely go for that Milgauss.
Which one?
What did he mumble?
Which one? The Milgauss. We want the white dial Milgauss. White dial privilege.
White dial Milgauss with a nice black bezel on it.
Oh, like a panda.
Like an aluminum bezel on it. Yes. That would be nice. What do we have here?
Oh, white dial privilege. Look at this. 2 white, a Milgauss. Fuck, your Milgauss is sexy. I don't know why people don't like the white one and an Explorer 2.
You know, if I can look around and find another white dial, stick them together, that's virtually a country club right there. You realize that, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Might be considered racist at that point. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
No, probably not.
And don't say Nazi.
Well, we were kind of hanging out fisting actually on the let's just say someone else's watch. It was actually Fed and Christian. Christian did okay, and Darth okay, Darth, they're both used pieces. You want to get both of those used, and it's just really whichever one strikes your fancy. And frankly, since we're talking about used, whichever one comes up and get the better deal on.
And condition's important.
I actually think the non-green dial Milgauss, the white and the black, I actually think that could be a serious contender for one. I mean, if you want one Rolex and going to wear one Rolex, it's a sports model that's fairly casual, but it's almost the same. It's almost the same as a Datejust.
The only problem is, Clive, I think the Explorer 1 is a kick-ass one-piece watch.
I would agree. Well, that's true. But
what do you think's better, Doc? A Milgauss, if you've got a one-piece collection, a Milgauss or an Explorer 1?
That's a tough one, but I'm probably going to go with an Explorer 1, at least the way they are now. Again, if the Milgauss, if they popped on a nice bezel on that baby, I'd go Milgauss, but right now I'm thinking Explorer.
They do have bezels on them. What are you talking about?
He's talking about a sub-type bezel, rotating Submariner type bezel.
Aluminum bezel.
Well, and again,
ceramic. It'd have to be ceramic, Doc, wouldn't it?
I know they're going to throw on ceramic, but I'd love it if it was aluminum, like the old days. A nice thin aluminum bezel. Boom. They're never going to do it though. It's going to be ceramic.
Well, Teddy TT basically says none of both. An orange hand's not for every situation. The sub is better. Well, okay, but
the sub definitely is better.
Right. Now,
but
Doctor,
we're talking about these two options.
Now, do you have a sub, Doctor?
I have a nipple sub.
That? Oh my God! Yes. Okay.
Nipple dial sub. Yeah.
You can never get too much nipple.
That's true. You actually have twice the nipple that I do. Nipple respect us. Gold plate. I mean, golden nipple respect us.
GMT and sub.
Archie, so what do you think about your sub? Oh, right. Yeah, one watch per. Yeah, one watch per brand.
That's right.
Gee, that was stupid rules. These fucking rules. The only time I've ever followed rules in my life, and it's really hit the wallet, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. Yep. Now you see, the thing is, do what the pontiff says, not what the pontiff does. If you had done what the pontiff said, you would have loaded up on steel sports, Rolex steel sports stunners, bought them used, haggled like a bitch.
Let me tell you what I'm thinking of doing. Now that if I get rid of the Omega, the other option is I could always get a no-date sub and a Pepsi Tudor.
Vintage or ceramic?
What's that?
The Pepsi no date. I mean the sub no date.
Oh no, I'd want a two-line 14060.
Or yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chris Perry's joining. It's complicated.
Oh, hey, you're Buffer Polish mailman, right?
Yes, that's me, all the way.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Just okay. To show solidarity with the new guest, I am going to go ahead and put on my Explorer 1 14270, which is 36 millimeters.
Oh, the 36 mil. That's sharp. That's sharp.
So if you viewers haven't heard there, Chris runs a YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel called, Chris?
It's called Bitter Poet Madman, but the show is called It's Complicated. And
I don't quite agree with everything.
Although,
You were saying that gray dealers are no good. You don't like gray market dealers?
No, I said gray market dealers are fine. They're okay, but I was just saying there are things to look out for if you're going gray. If you care about the warranty card or whatever, then fine. But if you don't care about the warranty card, you can get a good bang for buck out of something like Joma Shop.
Now, what do you think?
I think they're still better than authorized dickheads.
But also, he also said that Archie Luxury was the most knowledgeable watch guru on YouTube. So
he's the pontiff. He's the pontiff. Look, you know.
What do you think of my decision to actually release the Speedy Good Friday in celebration of Omega's death at Baselworld?
If you don't engrave it, could I buy it?
That's the whole point. You want it engraved.
And I'm keeping the bracelet. I'm keeping the bracelet and putting it on a leather NATO.
No.
Isn't that what they normally do at Omega?
You know what's crazy with Omega's Baselworld is I do like the Seamaster redesign. I actually sold the Seamaster I bought today, and a little bit of a fear there. It was that new Seamaster's announced, and the wave dial's back. They have new movement in it, yada yada yada. So I was like, I think it's time to let the old Seamaster go, and I did. Granted, it's still like a brand new watch, so I want to get it. I want a Speedmaster, is what I'm looking for. I would love to have a Speedmaster, and that's what I should have bought the first time. It's one of those life lessons: don't buy something that costs that much just because it's on a dip or it's cheap. You know, it was definitely a horological mistake if I've ever made one.
The Omega 300, they've changed the bracelet a bit. The bracelet's got two, parallel lines going through it instead of one, kind of how it used to be done.
And they, what movement did they put in there? The 8800, was it? The new one?
I think so.
And that's nice with the display back. It's a big update. Other than that, their Baselworld was not great with the dark side. I mean, how many Dark Side of the Moons or Moon Watch? Like, I actually was in a authorized Omega. I was in an Omega boutique, and I told the lady, I was like, part of what's killing Omega right now is that you guys make too many variations of the same watch. You got 16 fucking Seamasters coming out. 16, I think. It's too much.
Okay, what do you think about the Seamaster 1948? I gotta admit, I like that one.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I actually like it.
I don't hate it. I mean, I do like Omega. I'm not like trying to shit.
But it's a dress watch, Clive. It's a dress watch. It's not a proper dive Omega.
It says Seamaster
Clive
on
is in
it.
a dress watch. That's why he likes it so much. It's really just like a dress watch. That's the point.
Dress watch.
But it can't be a dress watch because it has Seamaster on it.
Oh, but you can wipe that off.
Well, you kind of have to lick the Q-tip first. But yeah.
1 second.
That's TMI.
No, I mean when you're doing the dial, yeah.
Oh, hey, he's doing his impression of Archie.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bitter Poet Madman doing his Archie Luxury impersonation. Everyone give it up.
So tell me this.
I was watching last night. Archie where were you, Archie? I watched last night. It was Clive. Or maybe was it last night or the night before? I don't know. It's been
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
You were out, man. You were out.
Because I was getting that video footage of the Pepsi, the older Pepsi. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened to Clive? He's gone. Where's Clive gone?
He's licking the tip. He's licking the tip.
So tell me this, Chris. Has it helped your YouTube channel that I'm promoting it? Has it brought in traffic?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a good bargain.
Excellent.
It was a good bargain. It was cool. It's and like I'm definitely a watch enthusiast, but I don't have all the knowledge, but I definitely have showmanship and I have a lot of opinions and I have some editing skills. So it's cool to be, I used to make videos years and years ago, and it's nice to kind of be back doing videos again. And I figured it'd be a nice jump to get a plug on your show featuring my show, because how else to do it? You know, how else do I do it? Gotta let people know I'm around.
Yes, that's a flamboyant shirt, pink with black. You were really out there, aren't you?
In the black sub, yeah, you can't go wrong. Black and pink and the black sub, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. Clive Minotaur's back. Thank God, Clive. We're dying here, Clive. Help us, Clive. You're the cement that binds us. Clive, it's your chance to interview Chris. Clive, you can interview him. Please, fire away.
All right. When did you visit your first lady boy? No, sorry. That was the first. Okay. When did you get
channel, different channel.
Different channel, yeah. No, I know. Actually, this channel. Actually, yeah. When did you start getting into luxury? Oh, give us a fist watch check.
Submariner 16610, Rehot engraved, pre-ceramic.
Nice. Woody New Yorker, $2 super chat, a high AC, and welcome, Chris. Now, how did you start off in horology?
When I was a child, my grandfather he was the head of overseas operations for Ernest and Julio Gallo Wine. And he used to go overseas and do all these, transactions or whatever. And he would bring me back these great fakes. And my father had a Datejust two-tone that was his father's. And then I got like a fake president or something when I was maybe 12. And it was, it was mechanical, self-winding. It was pretty cool for, being a fake. And that's kind of how I got into luxury watches. Then when I was older, long story short, at that Datejust, and my father was not enough money.
Nice. Now, what does your collection consist of now?
Right now, I have two. Well, I sold my 300 today. I have a Datejust 16233, and I have a Submariner 16610 as far as the luxury end goes. And I also have, I just bought a Vostok because I wanted in on the shitty Russian one. Just wanted to check it out. It took 2 months to get here, and I got it. And it's not keeping the best time, but it's pretty cool. It's ugly. I mean, it's fucking ugly, but I kind of dig it. It's charming. It has like the big bubble plastic crystal. I don't know. I like it. And then I bought for like $10. I bought a Casio World Time. So I appreciate garbage a little bit, but I really like the high end stuff. I just can't buy a high end watch all the time.
Right. Well, okay, but no, I wouldn't say shitter, but no, you mean non-luxury watches. I think, is that what you mean to say more?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because just because something's not a Rolex doesn't mean that it's a shitter. It just means it's not necessarily a luxury watch.
Yeah, I mean, that Vostok, the Vostok watch has a really cool story, too, because during World War II, they had to move the factory. They were making the Russian military watches, and they moved the factory because the Nazis were attacking Russia. So it has some, it's like buying like a Seiko 5. It's got some horological history to it. It's not totally personality, but it's also not an Invicta trying to be something else. Like the Vostok is 100% fucking Russian, and I think that's cool. It's very charming to me.
Oh, would you mind upping your sound a little bit?
Sure. This will work here.
I think Archie's doing his impression of Archie, by the way.
Hi, guys.
Oh. Let's see if this mic works better.
And like I said, right now, and like I said, here's a nice little device. Oh, okay.
No, it's not going to work. Get closer.
Oh, D-Shies, 2 pounds. And hold on. Now this time I tried to open. I need to figure out how to do this. Yeah. See, what happened last time is Okay, shitters. Now, here's oh my God! There's now a page. Okay, guys, if you've opened the soundboard, there is page 2 on the soundboard.
And I told him what I thought of his fuck knuckle company. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, inept, cheap, final fuckers. People who have that sort of collection should at least send me fucking $50, you cheap ass bastard.
Okay, one other one.
A regretful
I don't understand why the hell the Europeans think the Brits make great vehicles. They are pieces of fucking shit.
Okay, guys. So, by the way, and yeah. Okay, none $2 super chat. This guy reeks of Axe body spray. Press 1. No, guys, let's not Don Hayes.
There was a previous super chat before that.
Okay. All right, let me go back. Okay. Jay Halls. I buy another Speedy 3570-50, and now Archie sells his. I was also eyeballing another Tudor Black Bay. Okay. I mean, actually, I remember Simon Crane, when he was still doing watch videos, he did a special on the 5 most flipped watches ever. And I think, in his opinion, the Speedmaster was the most flipped watch ever.
The Black Bay was up too, though. Wasn't that one of his lists?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go with Black Bay also.
But, also, black dials matter. But I wonder if Rolex
Which
is
one is that
repositioned. What?
Which black dial are you wearing there?
This is a glycine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like ceramic case, nice little leather strap, and it's just a nice. It's almost like a modern interpretation of a military watch. Now the nice So it's not a luxury watch. It's not a luxury watch, but on the other hand, not a damn thing wrong with it.
I think your vintages beat it.
Oh, of course, yeah, but
Okay.
Doc almost fainted here. Oh my God, Clive! You mean okay? Not a shitter. To me, a shitter is okay. To me, a shitter is a ripoff. It's a watch that pretends to be a luxury watch that is not. Promises more than it delivers.
Well, certain Invictas, certain Steinhardt. That's your definition. Oh, there he is.
Clive has been watching too much TGV. Well, no. Truthfully, Can
you really watch too much AVG? Is there a way to watch just too much AVG? I just love that.
Yeah, there is. I can do it in quick order, but every once in a while, I'm sitting there on the couch and the YouTube app, I click on one watch video, and then I'll just click onto something else in the same subject. And, if it's a hard day, do I really feel like reaching all the way across the couch for the remote, or it's just like, fuck it.
I agree. I was listening to Live with Clive. It went off, and then AVG came on right behind us. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Got to stop it.
Yeah. And actually, Tanzil is now going online, and he's basically trying out comedy routines on other watch gurus. Oh my God, Christian was on.
You have to work out your material.
Yeah. Clive looks like TGV's long lost dad. Not remotely, no.
Doesn't really look Italian.
No. Not really. No, but the thing is, Christian was on Federico Talks Watches, and it was nice because Tanzil was just cracking them up, and Federico was, oh, what? People are sending me money? You don't have to do that, guys. You don't have to do that. Well, thank you, but you really don't have to do that.
I'm sure the word hasn't been applied before, but that was pretty fake.
Yeah, exactly. And he missed a few, by the way, as well. But But also, Tanzil actually kind of busted TGV on watch knowledge. Because he was asking TGV about the, what do you think about the rare birds? About the rare birds. The TGV's like, well, I don't know. I think I know that reference. I think I gave that to my wife and she liked it. You know,
Steeple, I'm practicing on the microphone first. How about that?
Sure. Oh God. Okay, now there's like, okay, and now I've got like 5 new minutes from Hodinky on my subscriptions. Is anyone? Oh my God! It's just like, gosh, fuck. Seriously. Okay, I mean, after the first day, after the GMT and the Pepsi, after the first like 19 pieces about each one of those, now it's like seriously enough. Seriously enough. No more. I'm almost got. Does anyone have Baselworld burnout yet or not?
No, I did a quick video on the 5 new Rolexes at Baselworld, and then I did a video on like 5 other watches that got my attention from Baselworld, but I'm kind of over it too. It's like it's just oversaturation. It's very similar to like what E3 is for electronics. It's too much. Mm-hmm. It's like, right, like one day you get a lot of these big boys out of the way, and with the Rolex Pepsi, I think it's kind of cool that I think it's very cool that they put it on Jubilee again. But I'm just not a fan of that exact color scheme. Everybody, oh, well, you know, what do you know? And it's Rolex and da-da-da. But I don't know. I mentioned on your video that I would pass if I could get one right away, because who knows what's going to happen with this. This is new movement, and you know, it's not brand new movement, but they're now sticking this in the GMT.
Are you sad that Razzle Dazzle World did not include your favorite Hublot? Clive?
Okay, I got to be honest. I was actually, there was a local punter here, and we were I almost traded for, I was really thinking about the Hublot Big Bang Evolution. And,
Silence.
You know, silence. Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna get slaughtered for this one. But on the other hand, got a great movement on it. It's going to be a great price. So, you know, this is because of the ETA rate movement is very well regulated, very precise. And I was going to get it for dirt cheap. So it's actually a watch that Don and Archie and probably no one else ever would agree on.
I think the Hublot just has too much going on with the dial. Too much stimulation.
Well, and like I said, if you're coming from a Zenith Defy Classic, then it's actually relatively sedate. And, you know, we did a review for Mark Pfister not too long ago, and he actually had a relatively simple Hublot, and it was more, okay, and let's be honest, it was more Royal Oak-ish, but it wasn't bad at all. Presumably Mark's a smart guy and he got it for decent money. Oh my God, okay. So Chris, what do you have to, like I said, wait, is Archie there?
I don't think he's his impression of Archie. I think
honestly,
he's gone.
Oh, that fucker.
I think Archie's in my head.
that horned reprobate. Jesus Christ.
Nunn says he was using a chrono and he's been gone for 10 minutes.
Wow. Wow. So Chris, what do you want
for us to notice?
So what I've noticed, you've been exploring some things. What kind of stuff have you been covering on your channel? I've noticed there's been like some nice things about finding the best deal on used.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple things like from experience going secondhand if you're looking to buy a luxury secondhand, stuff like that. Also, like little bit of gray market talk there, and affordable watches for like the every person that wants a mechanical. Like my friend Joel bought a Seiko 5 and he loves it, you know, and it's keeping great time. And for under $100, I think he got it for like 70 something. It's a deal. So I want to talk about that kind of stuff. But then I also have friends that have higher end watches, and they'll let me check their watches out. And I have, you know, 2. Again, like I said, I sold that Seamaster today, which was a little bit of a tough sale, but the guy who bought it was really happy. It's always nice to like, here you go, buddy. Like it's your problem.
Well, yeah.
And I think it's worth explaining to people why a Seiko beats a Squale and things like that. I think that's valuable information.
Yeah, Seiko has history. It has a big following, and it's not just like, oh, how do I word this right? Like something like Seiko and Vostok, they have more weight than something like an Invicta. You know, it's like here's a Seiko, it's original Seiko. The whole thing's original Seiko, and here is this big gaudy Invicta with quartz movement, or here is the Invicta Pro Diver that's obviously trying to be a Rolex Submariner. You know, I think the Seikos, the Vostoks, there's a place for those watches, and they're super cheap. You're talking a fraction, a very tiny fraction of the cost of something like a Submariner, or even a vintage date or something. You're talking not even a percentage. So that's cool. I think it's a good introduction for people that are new to the hobby, that maybe don't want to spend $3,000 on a watch. They just want something to enjoy that they like, you know, and a Seiko 5 is perfect for that.
Yeah, some of the better collections that Archie's reviewed have included a starter watch Seiko that people got just to get into the hobby before they went on to get a Man on the Moon or whatever else they got, and moving up to the Rolex.
But the funny part is that I've noticed, though, it just seems that we have perceptions that are outdated when it comes to pieces. For instance, go ahead.
No, I said elaborate. Like you elaborate.
Well, for instance, it just seems like, well, okay, and a good analogy is like when a good analogy is when I when I still had my kids. It was a couple of years back when they were legally forced to spend the summers with me.
Legally forced, Jesus, Clive.
Well, you know, summer visitation. Now they're on the other side of the country. Yeah. Now they don't come over to see me unless they want to see me.
Unless they want something from you.
Ding,
Jesus
ding, ding.
Christ.
Well, unless they want to see his wallet.
Yeah, pretty much. That's right. I still got the wallet, but
it's empty, but you still got it.
All going pear-shaped.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm so totally broke. Anyone want to have a Rolex off? Doctor, not including you. Yeah. If I don't talk shit with him because he can Daytona dick slap me anytime he wants to, and I wow. So I can't get cocky with the doc.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like I said, you've got a manual winded. Gee, anyway, so yeah. But we have to have these opinions that they may have been valid at one point, but they're based on outdated information that we haven't bothered to keep up. It's almost like you go into your favorite restaurant you haven't been in years and years, and you're shocked to realize that they don't offer bacon, eggs, and toast for $1.99 anymore.
Clive, I think I need to read this super chat to you.
Oh.
Super chat, let's call it from Ed, $2. Clyde, could you please call Archie? Doesn't say what you need to call him.
Hey guys, I'm here.
I totally did not see that super chat. But okay, also with the smaller the super chat is, the less time it's on there.
It's okay, I got your back.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. Oh, now it showed up at Venus. But okay, like for instance, the Polar Explorer, right, or the Explorer 2. You know, it was for the longest time the unloved, the prodigal son of the Rolex Still Sports range.
Yes.
Dirt cheap, right?
Yes.
And people still seem to think that they're dirt cheap.
No,
and they're not.
I ran into a guy that frequents where I work, and I bartend, and he has a Polar Explorer 2 that he took to Afghanistan with him. He's had it for all these years, and I think it's a great looking piece, but it's not very cheap. You can't find like some kind of steal on one. They're all, especially if you're looking for the inner engraving with the Rehot engraved or whatever, they're not cheap at all.
I'd say none of them really are anyway, because I think they've at least shot up $1,000 in value. I mean, at least on the used market, I think they've gone up in my area like 1,000 to 1,500. I mean, like I said, I was seeing them go for like 3,400.
I think the only deals out there are on the two-tone stunners. Two-tone sports stunners.
You see, I don't even no, they're not even really out there anymore because, okay, and another thing is, okay, when it was like 2 years ago when I got my gold nipple dial GMT, everyone is saying, oh, two-tone garbage. Two-tone is horological oh God.
Blasphemy.
No. Is horological impotence, basically.
No.
And the thing is, and what it was good condition. I got a really good deal on it. And Archie, now I will say one thing for Archie. Archie said, don't listen to him because the two-tone is a little unloved. Everyone's liking for this steel, but Archie more or less made the point of a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yes.
He said right now you can't get in stainless steel, you cannot get the plastic pilots.
And I told you to buy that two-tone Dotano you're looking at too, didn't I?
Well, no, I was, but I bought the President. Yeah, if it was a choice between the President and the Daytona, I sure as fuck would have bought the Daytona. But it's opportunity cost. The opportunity cost for me getting the President was missing out on like literally a week. I almost literally went to the same area, drove back, got with the President, sit down, and then literally the next day it popped up in the same area for just a little bit more money.
Have you sold that President yet?
No, still working on it. Any
inquiries?
A little bit, low ballers, but it's good to buy watches out. Buying watches out here in the flyover states is great. The downside is selling watches in the flyover states sucks because none of these fucking broke okies don't have any goddamn money. They damn sure don't want to spend any on a luxury watch. But that's okay. That's okay.
I tell you, selling that Seamaster, I put that. I knew right away that was a big mistake. Shortly after I bought it, I knew that it's not really what I wanted. And putting that for sale, all kinds of bizarre offers. Would you trade some weird watch, and I'll throw in $500 and I'll throw in a strip dance or whatever. I'm like, I can't do it. It took a lot longer to sell than I thought, and the watch was a month old.
Super chat.
Yeah, okay. Sorry to break in, Chris. My apologies. Just $2 super chat from Eric Stoltz. Lion Shark or SRP 775? What is an SRP 775?
It's a Seiko.
I don't know, but I'll take it.
A Seiko, a Seiko. Well, a Seiko.
It's some kind of Seiko and it beats the Lion Shark.
Fuck off with your lowball cunt routine. Cheap fucker.
Hey, you don't even need me here. You got all the lines.
We didn't know we had you here.
Yeah, actually.
You said look at SRP 775.
Yeah, but like you said, now, and again, here's my favorite line.
Why did you become a vegetarian? Did you want to lick out a lesbian? That's a vegetarian, you moron.
Dude, you are so awesome. I don't know. For the followers of the Archie Luxury channel, this guy, I don't know how many hours of lost productivity he has cost employers around the world.
But you got to admit, that's some of the best hardy out there.
Yeah, actually, yes. Okay, but it just seems like we have these opinions in our mind. I mean, we have these opinions that we hold on to that are outdated, and we still want to act on them. Well, and for instance, because it's like if someone would have said a year ago, well, there's an Explorer 2, it's a no-holes case, it's really good box and papers, and it's $4,000. A year ago we would have said, maybe if you really like it, I suppose. Or now if you kind of went across one for $4,000, you should literally jump through your ass and buy one. But it seems like more and more watches that used to be seen as common, or plentiful and abundant and cheap, are now just being snatched up.
Even I apologize for the microphone issue. I'm using my phone because my webcam is so fucking old. But even the Speedmaster, the older reference number that they discontinued in 1997, those are going for like $5,000-$6,000 on eBay now because there's a little patina on the looms and stuff. And it's like, wow, wow, like you can get them brand new for $3,300, $3,400 and used all of a sudden because it's an older reference and it was tritium and yada yada. This vintage watch. This, I don't know if I want to call it a bubble, but like the interest in vintage watches is crazy. The Oris Diver 65 has like that vintage big bubble top, and now you have Rolex bringing back the Pepsi on Jubilee. It's like they're just going after, hey, these are all vintage, so they're going to sell a ton of watches.
And it's not a bubble because they don't make vintage anymore, so there's no bubble there.
True.
But ironically enough, there was a bubble on the bubble bags.
The size matters.
Right. Exactly. Archie, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, guys.
But you know what? On the soundboard, we need Archie saying, "You guys don't need me anymore. You like the soundboard."
No. Okay, no, we need the rest of his. Okay, look, I love your work, but we need the rest of his watches. And we also need disinterested Archie. I see, I understand.
So you can just keep playing. Yes. Yeah.
But we need one where he says, "You guys don't even need me anymore. You have that soundboard."
That would be a good one, actually. Yeah, that would be the ultimate. That would be the ultimate meta soundboard reference.
You guys don't need me anymore. You got that soundboard.
Now, all we need Uwe needs to work on a virtual Archie, virtual Archie, kind of like a hologram, kind of like Star Wars. The Last Jedi and the Rogue One and everything else, kind of like Princess Leia. And then he could use the soundboard, and literally, we could just do unlimited Archie stories. Or he could.
He did that in his video. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I could just recommend the Polar and the Tudor.
Well, that's true, but yeah,
I'll tell you. I'll say right now that I think it's great that Archie Luxury is back to the full-on Archie experience with the swearing and everything else. The first video I ever saw from Archie Luxury was called "What Do You Do When All of Your Wristwatches Are Dog Shit?" And it was right after I bought my first Datejust, and I was fucking cracking up. And then for a while there, back in late spring, after the whole YouTube adpocalypse, I noticed there was no swearing anymore, and I was like, I don't know. It's good to see that he's back to old form lately.
Oh, Robin C. also pointed out in the comments, even Suckerhorn was apparently on the live. I think that was someone imitating Suckerhorn. I saw that and I thought, but no. But yeah, I think right now a lot of stuff's disappearing, and actually I think now is the time to really look into vintage. If it's Swiss, if it's a good condition, if you can find a good price on it, and if you find someone nearby who can service it, I'd say go on it, get on it, jump on that bus before it leaves.
You can get some nice Omega vintage pieces for still pretty reasonable buys, even on places like eBay. There's still some decent ones out there.
And it's kind of funny, but also there's one important caveat: get what you think is cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't buy because it's cheap.
I'm just waiting for Archie to make a response.
Oh, he's gone.
No, he's not. He's just fucking with you. You're right there. I got to tell you, I had a lot of Rolexes. I had the No Date Sub. I sold that. I had the Datejust. I had the Tudor Monte Carlo. And I got to be honest with you guys. 1 watch per brand. That was a fucking stupid rule. You know that?
Yes.
You know,
Really fucking stupid. And do you reckon I'll ever see the IWC go? Will that ever fucking sell? I tell you what, it's I can't see this stuff selling. I'm putting my name down for a Pam. Pam is terminal. Pam.
There's a local guy here, and he has an IWC Porsche design, and he's been sitting on it for at least 7 months. And I looked it up on eBay, and they're not moving. He's going to be sitting on that for a while.
Geez, the Porsche designs were so hot.
Oh, by the way, there's a 10460 line in my area, not on Craigslist, but I think you have to go to Oklahoma Watch Collectors Guild on Facebook, and 10460 line for like 5,000.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
It's normally the 120-day payment terms that piss people off, but
yeah, well, especially when they start out as 90-day payment terms, and they just kind of slip in an extra 30 days. But yes, yeah, and like I said, and vintage Rolex watches loves his Air Kings.
You know, Archie, if you bail out on that Pam, you might be a little closer to getting that Pepsi.
I can't. I've already paid money down, non-refundable.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh. Nice weather, isn't it?
But I actually am looking forward to getting a Pam. It's going to be all those videos I can make there. I got it so wrong. I get the Panaristi thing now. And I always like things that aren't trendy. See, I could never own a Pam when they were cool. I can only own a Pam when they're on the stink.
You mean a Ford?
No, when they just stink. No one wants them. You can't give them away. That's what I like to own. That's why I got the... Well, it's partly that, but I just like things that people don't want. I don't like to follow the... I don't want to be cool or trendy. I always want to be the height of poor taste.
Archie, do you regret selling any of the solid gold Rolexes that you've had?
Hey, I regret selling everything. I was forced. I had phones disconnected, powers turned off. Do I regret eating food on a barbecue because I didn't pay the gas bill? Do I regret? There's a lot of things I regret in life there. I got to be honest with you. The gold sub, I would fucking buy that back in a heartbeat. I really do miss that.
I love the gold sub.
That was killer.
Yeah.
That was
the ultimate Archie luxury piece.
That was the ultimate Archie luxury piece, and it was just as he said in another video. That was the ultimate get the fuck out of my way, you piece of shit watch. It
Exactly.
fit his personality absolutely perfect, and it was really sad as a viewer at the time to see that go. That was rough.
Yeah, and
it's up for personal taste, but I think it even beats the world time.
Ooh,
I agree.
Sorry.
I agree.
Coming up.
I think it does.
mind you, it's talk like this, Chris, that made me sell the Breitling Super Ocean. Now that I got the ceramic in-house one, I'm thinking, fuck, why did I listen to these so-called
friends?
Exactly. You know, when I had the best one at the time. So, look, I got to say, I do love the World Time. Don't get me wrong. The World Time is a really cool watch. I got to be honest with you. I don't think the World Time is going to go up in price much because you look at the Pateks that are soaring. It's all the sports steel Pateks. The gold dress ones aren't really moving. They're very soft. I got to be honest with you. The gold sub also is not moving. They haven't really moved up. They really haven't moved up.
I saw one for under 10, I think, on old eBay recently. So it was a whole case and yada yada, but you know, they're I don't think they're gonna soar.
What's that? Sorry.
That's a crazy price though, less than 10.
It depends on condition. Depends on the condition. I mean, that could be a starting price. It's not a buy it now price. That doesn't, you know, eBay's very, very. It's hard to tell, but I got to tell you, I think they're worth a bit more than that. Yeah, I mean, I really, but they are. They're kind of like an Italian car. Everyone wants to ride in one, but no one wants to own one. You know.
Clive, super chat.
Oh, really? Okay, sorry. where can I find Archie's soundboard? You know, actually, if you want to become a Patreon viewer, Archie will provide links to Patreon viewers.
Oh,
Isn't that
Clive.
correct?
Clive.
Isn't that correct, Archie?
Clive, you hit it on the head.
Fucking agree with me. Shut up and fucking agree with me for fucking
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. Yes, sir, Clive. Please.
In fact, one of the guys, I can't remember who, but he wants to sign up for Patreon $10 for the soundboard.
Wow.
There you go, Archie.
So there you go.
All Patreon fans will be sent the link today. Okay, there you go.
Excuse me, guys. Let me call back in on my webcam so my mic isn't so bad. I can't figure it out. All right.
Okay. We'll be here.
All right. Give me a couple minutes.
But I got to tell you guys, the gold sub hasn't really gone up in price. They're a cool piece, but look, the biggest regret in recent time was selling my fucking 2-line no-date sub. Don't tell Clive that, Doc, but okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your biggest regret was selling the Breitling, but okay. I won't tell Clive.
I had no idea you were about to say that.
Life isn't fair, is it? I mean, he's got nipple dial sub. He's got
he's got a great collection. And the thing is,
okay, I got to be honest, because starting out, I really did listen to Archie on his advice. I mean, actually, he steered me from many newbie mistakes. And
I did tell you not to buy the president, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I tried to politely tell you not to buy it, but you didn't quite want to listen.
You were polite for the first time. That's the problem.
He was paying, Doc.
Right. But on the other hand, it's still a cool piece. Still a cool piece.
It is a cool piece. It's not a terrible piece.
You'll eventually get your money back.
He will.
So you just have to be patient.
But now, actually, if there's anyone else that's starting out in the hobby, what resources do they have available to them if they have important decisions or questions involving watch acquisitions or sales? Archie?
Archie's gone. Oh, where's my soundboard? It's we got to sound off.
Okay. Oh, okay. Archie, okay. Oh, I got mine. Let's do page 2.
I was a little bit small. Under me, to be honest with you, you sound like a bad sign. You don't even need me. Fuck me dead. You send me a crummy $30 and you want me to fucking price check everything you bought.
Damn. I just realized what we really need. Jesus. I can't. You know what we really, really need more than anything else?
What's
okay.
That?
We also need chair squeak. Chair squeak. Yeah. Okay. Remember? Okay. So do you guys remember when he went off to Singapore or Singers? And then he's like, okay, Clyde, look, I'm kind of tired. I'm jet lagged. I'm just going to do it with the camera off. And I'm going to say I'm still in the hotel room. And I'm going to tell them that I've got shitty internet in the hotel room. That's why the camera's not on. And I'm like, it's like, okay, we're talking. I said, all right, Archie, you realize you already posted your itinerary on the channel. Literally, if anyone follows the channel, they know that you got back today. You know that, right? Yeah. So he's going to go through with it. And then literally, he was going through, and then you start hearing squeak, squeak, squeak. And like everyone in the comments are like, you motherfucker, chair squeak, you're back.
I knew right away.
Yeah, instantly picked up on it. All right.
So let me ask you guys a question. If you could have You could have the solid gold sub or the president in 36 mil, since, you know, I'm a fan of 36. Which one would you take?
I go for the sub.
I think
Yeah,
I would too. I think I would too.
The ultimate for me.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, on the other hand, though, if you want Rolex, if you want old gold Rolex, man, a good deal on a president you cannot beat. I actually think.
I have to leave too because my internet is going to go off and I get to go to happy hour. But gentlemen, enjoy the evening.
Hey, what's the happy hour special where you're at?
I'll find out.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, okay. Actually, Chris, Archie, $100 super chat. Fuck, he totally bailed on us again. Okay, Chris, you want to end it?
It's up to you, man.
Well, okay. Besides, now, where can someone find you on YouTube?
My channel name is Bitter Poet Madman. You can also just search "It's Complicated Wristwatch" and it should come up right away.
Oh, super chat. Peter Kolb, $15 Australian. What do you think of South African Richmonte, Cartier, etc. CEO, who is worth 17.5 billion? Comment. The prospect of the poor rising up keeps him awake at nights.
I'm not familiar. That's the best I could do with that one.
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, obviously, yeah. If you've like you know, when all the wealth is concentrated on the hands of a handful of people, maybe those people should be worried.
That's right.
Yeah. So, you know, and again, to quote Thomas Jefferson, what this country needs is a revolution every 20 years.
Don't we wish? So tell me, Clive, what are your favorite watches in your collection? I don't know your collection, obviously, not well.
Boy. Oh, Bing Tian, Clive the Socialist, and you're in Canada, dude. I mean, irony much? Yeah, seriously. No, boy. Well, I think it really depends. And I think I need to maybe start. I mean, so I think actually the vintage pieces is really what appeals to me most, I think. And that's why a lot of the older Rolexes is actually what appeals to me. I mean, boy, a serious contender for a one and done might be that Rolex 14270.
Old Rolex is definitely cool. When I bought my sub, I went older. I went pre-ceramic. I went with the engraved, like the limited. They only did it for 3 years. Now there's more ceramics than there were the pre-ceramics with the engraving. Kind of looks at first glance like, it's just a regular sub, but it's a nice mix of both. You know, it's got the solid end links and the whole case.
You've got the 16800.
No, the 16610.
Oh, okay. So there was a transitional reference on that. So it was the same reference, but okay. Yes, there's a guy referring to a transitional sub, a 16610. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Okay. Explain to us, or explain to me in the 200. Really? There's 200 people watching this shit right now?
What's up? No, I'll tell you all about it. It's definitely my favorite one in my collection. So what the deal is that, you know, it has the old clasp, it has the old bracelet, right, and it has a lot of the modern twists of what the ceramic has. So it has the solid end links, it has a no holes case, and on the inside of what they refer to as the rehaut, or some people call it the inner bezel, there is
Rolex in the cylinder.
They started that in late 2007, the very end 2007 models, and they did it up to 2010. Then they switched in 2011 to the ceramics with the super case, which I'm honestly not that big of a fan of. I don't think they look bad, but I like the slimmer. I think the bigger case really distracts from the dial. When you see this watch on the wrist, The dials was 6 out. It's not this big chunky case. Again, not trying to shit on the ceramics, but the pre-ceramics, there's some collectability here. I got it boxed papers, paid quite a bit of money for it, but it looks like it's trending upwards and it hasn't gone downwards. Although I think anything used Rolex now is trending upwards. I don't think it's just this specific watch, but you can find with the non-engraving a lot cheaper, or with Hole's case way cheaper.
So basically that was almost the pre-ceramic transitioning into the ceramic.
Correct. Yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I got it. All right. And okay, Tree Corleone. Okay, you got it. You're right.
Hey guys, how are you? Just watching you in the other room. This is amazing, this live show stuff. You're doing a great job, guys.
What's up, Arch?
Hey, I was listening to you talk about your collection, your favorite piece in your collection, and this and that. I tell you what, guys, it's I love watches. You know that I discovered that watches really make me fucking happy.
You don't even need me here. You got all the lines.
Oh my God! That's on the soundboard. That's even on the soundboard now.
Far out.
So Archie,
Okay,
what's your favorite piece in your collection? Your favorite?
Look, I got to tell you the truth. I love all my watches, right? I really do love my watches, but I really love. I think my Reverso. If I had to just had to have one, I think the Reverso.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It needs a service. Badly needs a service. I just can't afford it at the moment. But yeah, I think that's probably the best. But I like different. I like having more than one. I don't think you can have one watch. I've decided that's it. I want to get a fucking whole lot of them. I want to get Pams. I want to get a Pam. I also want to get a Hoya Caliber 11 Monaco.
I'll tell you, I do want, and it is funny that you're selling yours. I do want a Speedmaster. I think that, and hear me out on this one. I think that a 3-piece luxury collection.
These sons of bitches, these Swiss sons of fucking bitches, even go lower, Clive. These cunts know no bounds.
I'd have the two-tone Datejust, the all-time classic 36 mil, and then I'd have the engraved Submariner date. And then a Speedmaster. So I'd have chronograph, dive, and a dress watch. I used to wear the Datejust every day. It was my first luxury watch, and I don't wear it every day. So it's a bit fragile. I bartend for a living, and man, I whack those things. Now I'm wearing.
You must get amazing tips to have watches like that.
I get good tips. I work in a very fine establishment. Believe you me.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. Okay, Uwe, I just thought of something. Okay, you need to like do something and put several Archies in one room, Photoshop, and then use the soundboard and make it sound like they're all arguing with each other.
What's your biggest tip, Chris?
Biggest tip I ever had was just it was a straight $100.
Wow.
I was expecting you to make a D's Nuts reference.
No, I do okay. You know, it's. Bartending it's a fun job, except when it's not. That's what I always tell people, and it's definitely stressful. We serve a lot of food, so there's a lot of food I'm running out to tables and etc. But I already miss wearing my nice watches to work, because it was always something I would see on somebody else. I'd see a Submariner. I'd see.
Oh, you don't wear them? Why don't you wear them to work?
Well, I got a Vostok and I got a Casio World Time, so I wouldn't beat them up at work. You know, they wouldn't get so beat up.
Oh, okay.
Well, on the other hand, yeah, because okay. Do you think vintage Datejust? You think it's still viable in today's economy, in today's world?
I like it, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a great, okay. And again, this is going to be a little off. I'm not going to do a whole video on this, but I will say I think that the Rolex Datejust 36 two-tone Jubilee is great starter luxury watch. If you want to buy a luxury watch, it's a good watch to buy, have, admire. You know, there's the very rich 18-karat Rolex in-house founded gold that you can admire. You can admire the 3135 movement, which is in the Submariner. So there's a lot of cool stuff about it. However, it's very soft comparison to a sub from that same era, if that makes any sense.
You mean it's an excellent value?
Yes.
Look,
it's great bang for buck. It's Rolex. It's a Rolex, you know.
I've got a two-tone date just quick set, and it's two-tone with blue dial and just simple gold indices, and I think that thing really packs a lot of punch for the buck.
Yeah, the date just is pretty awesome bang per buck. It's roll. I mean, yeah, the center links are hollow and yada yada yada. There's a lot of little things that they've updated across the path. But when I actually bought my date just on eBay. It was the first luxury watch I ever bought, and I did okay. I didn't get any kind of amazing steal or anything, but I did okay, and I took it to an authorized dealer to have them open it up and authenticate it. And when I went in there, I went in with a buddy, and he had like sweatpants on and a dirty T-shirt, and I wasn't like really dressed the part either. So they grabbed the watch, and they were really kind of like, yeah, it's going to take about an hour. We'll see you later. And I was like, oh, okay. So I ran across the street, grabbed some lunch, and I came back, and here they come with that fucking thing on a fucking platter with a cloth. And then all of a sudden, it was Mr. I was no longer like, hey, whatever. And they're like, oh, we sell the same watch for X amount of money here. And the guy that worked there, one of the salesmen, he asked me what I paid for it. I told him I bought it gray, secondhand market on eBay. And I told him what I paid for it. And he gave me a big high five. And he was like, man, like he's like, I've heard of people rolling that dice. And he goes, and you did it. He's like, it's cool to see that you did it. And that was really what like ignited the watch fire. That was the first Rolex. And then it was like, that's it, man. That was it.
Well, here's what's really nice. I had the 1630. I took it in, and there's the big retail location. The watchman is kind of a prick. He's an abrasive little prick, and literally say, "You think you have a spare length for this?" I said, "It's a long shot. I know it's a long shot. No, we don't have any oyster quartz lengths. No, it's not an oyster quartz. I can see it's an oyster quartz." So I've just put two fingers up, shush. Said, come here, and you'll learn something.
I love it, Clive. The gray-haired guy is giving advice. Love it, love it, love it.
You can look at this watch,
Yeah. I said, okay, so you've never heard of this one, right? That's why it's called the rare bird. I figure it's a long shot, but I figured just in case you might have a link in the back.
No, you know what's funny?
At which point, all the watch guys gathered around like a little circle around us and just passing around. It's just like, yep.
It's funny when I bought my.
I went to an orgy like that once, Clive.
Were you invited in deliberately, or they figured they wouldn't have to give you a mask?
Boom, boom.
Anyway, what were you saying, John?
My name's Chris, but no,
I was talking to Archie. I was thinking John. I don't know why I was thinking John. I don't know. I was thinking John when I was talking to Archie. Maybe because he's like John Wayne. No.
No offense taken, sir. No offense taken. When I bought my Submariner, I went into an authorized dealer again to get it authenticated. I bought it from a reputable seller, but I wanted that peace of mind. And they were charging like $100 to open it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fine, whatever. It's $100, it's out of my way. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not, especially at the time, it wasn't any kind of, nor am I now like an expert on like opening them up and seeing what's going on. Anyways, so the owner of this place, I didn't know it was the owner, but it was the owner. He comes out and he says, well, what brings you in? And I told him, I said, I'm getting a Submariner date authenticated that I bought online. And he goes, oh, I hate when they're real, Guy brings it out, he goes, it's real. And all the numbers checked out, the warranty card, everything else. And he was like, man, he just kind of looked bummed out. He looked at me and he said, I think I have one of those watches pre-owned and I would do better than his price. And I told him what I paid for it. He said that he would go, it was well under what I paid for it. And it was a nice, and this goes back to like that video you made, Clyde, where you're talking about knowledge is money at the end of the day. And he tried to sell me on the same reference number, but a totally different watch. It had holes case, hollow end links, no engraving, no service history, certainly no retail appraisal at the time. And I told him, I said, with all due respect, sir, I said, if you had this watch in that case, I said, it would be higher listed price than what I paid for this watch. And he actually looked at me and said, fair enough. And he shook my hand and wished me a good day. He knew I had him beat. You know, he knew, like, all right, this guy knows. He knows.
You weren't a sheep.
I was the fucking rancher, sir. I knew exactly what fucking day it was. Absolutely.
The fucking rancher.
Hey, right. I love these stories. This is fantastic content on the Paul Pluta channel. You've heard, Chris, you know my story, don't you? Where I was working in retail. You know this story, don't you?
No, I don't think I do. Please tell me. I love stories.
Okay, very quickly.
I was actually looking at the back of the Submariner. I was actually admiring how pristine
it is. Pristine. You're a lucky guy, Clive.
Yeah, actually. Here's the thing also. When I Chris, how much did Archie influence you when you came into the hobby?
I bought the Rolex Datejust. It was my first luxury watch. And then I started looking up, I just started searching the reference number. And I have a crazy story on the Datejust if you gentlemen care to hear it. How about this shit? I bought the Datejust, right? The guy I bought it from was an antique dealer in Florida. And he had it listed as a 16103. He had it listed as the wrong reference number. And at the time, I had no idea that the sapphire crystal was a different reference number. I was going after the reference number of my father's watch, as I mentioned before, yada, yada, yada. So I pulled the trigger on this Datejust. So I actually got more watch per dollar than I thought I was getting. I got a newer reference number with a full service and a warranty and yada, yada, yada. But the dealer had no idea what he was actually selling. And I think he could have got a higher price, especially on fucking eBay, because eBay's taking that big chunk of fee. If he would have had it listed as a 16233, he would have made more money for sure. And it took me, you know, it grew.
And that's one of my favorite. Well, I could get more. You were talking to the seller, you get more money on eBay. It's like, yeah, you'd be paying them a minimum of 20%. So you take the eBay thing.
I sold that fucking. I sold that Seamaster today. And I took a loss because I bought it new, which you never do. I knew this. I never bought a luxury watch new, and I got it gray market. I didn't pay fucking retail or anything, but I did buy it new, which was a mistake. And then as soon as I bought, and Archie, you'll love this. I mentioned this earlier, but as soon as I bought that Seamaster, I already have the fucking Submariner, right? So I wanted to have the dress watch. I have the Datejust, and then I have the Submariner date. And then for whatever reason, I bought this fucking Seamaster. And as soon as I got it, I was like, I should have bought the Speedy. I should have bought the fucking moon watch. As soon as I got it, I wore it. It was cool. I liked it. I got to make some videos on it, and it's already gone. It's gone. So.
Okay. Well, okay, but like I said, that's the 8621. But on the other hand, if you just want a moon watch, I mean, Omega is churning those things out by the truckload. Just wait.
No, I'm waiting. There's actually an older reference on Chrono 24 right now, and it's the 861. You know, just the regular 861 movement and the old school buckle and everything. And I think it's really attractive. It's got some patina on the dial. The price is fair. But I messaged the guy and I haven't heard anything back. And if you're selling something like that and you can't get back to somebody in 10 hours, I'm probably not buying the product. Like, it's over.
No,
you know, like you got to be ready to move.
They're not serious. Yeah, and there's orphaned or dead ads on Craigslist. That just really, God, that just cheeses me off. God, what was I about to say? What are you drinking?
This is well, tonight is a definite drinking night. I used to actually do drinking videos on my channel. I'm drinking right now a hard cider. It's a locally turned out, like 6%, like super clean cider, and then after that I have a Mongo double IPA to sip on and enjoy. I'm a big gin and tonic guy, but I do like working the job I work. I get a free beer every shift, and I bank them. You know,
where are you based out of?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I went to undergrad over in the Berg.
Really?
Yeah. You ever heard of Washington and Jefferson College?
No, I don't think so.
It's in Washington. Actually, it's outside of the Berg, but
okay.
Yeah, it's halfway between Pittsburgh and Wheeling.
Hello, Tanzil. Hello, Tanzil's just logged in. Hello, Tanzil. We love you.
Oh, here's the thing is, while you were gone, during one of the times you were gone, I can't remember what it was, but actually we're talking about, pulled up the ad in Dallas Craigslist by Sharko, and he was talking about a transitional 16610, and we're like, what the hell are you talking about? Chris let us know Chris let us know what was meant by the
transitional 16610 is the one with the engraving on the inner bezel, because they only made that for 3 years. And then it also has, this reference, and it's sad it doesn't have its own reference number, which what makes it really cool in my opinion. But this Submariner has solid end links, no holes case, and it has the inner bezel engraving, which only the ceramic and on after that it had, and they only made this watch for 3 years, so it really is collectible.
So it was transitioning from the 16610 to slowly to everything in the ceramic, but the ceramic in the maxi case.
Yeah, just the big case of the ceramic.
Because and like I said, Tre Corleone, yeah, okay, but when people say transitional, I think of the 16800 at between the 4-digit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so technically, yeah, you could probably argue, well, if it's not its own reference number, is it really but there
is a weird thing though on the actual case itself, because I've taken the bracelet off, I've had it on a NATO, and it actually says, and I think it was they've done this before, and maybe you two know, because I actually don't know, and I've looked on Google and didn't find, well, I didn't look very hard, let's just put it that way, but it actually says 16610, and then there's a space, and then it says T right after. So is that on all the 16610s, or is that only after a certain year? Because there is a T on there. I've heard somebody say, well, that's for transitional, but I don't believe that for a second. I think that's for no holes case or something, so you would know the bracelet.
Actually, Hotzi. Do you have another window open? Someone has a window open. Okay, they turned it off. I actually noticed Hotzi is now on the live chat. Do you have any exes that stalk you on your channel or not?
Say that again.
Do you have any exes that stalked you on your channel?
No.
Actually,
I live with my current girlfriend now, and things are very good. Nobody's witch hunting me for now.
$5 super chat, Clive.
I see it. Panseal. Yes, I saw it. Archie, why the fuck did you invite Mike Goldberg's pink shirt wearing boyfriend on the show?
Hello, Tanzil. How are you, sir?
Hey, It's all cool. Tanzil, you're welcome on anytime you want. Anytime you want, you're on here, man.
Don't be stupid. He's not going to super chat if he's on the. No.
Okay. Don't. Okay. He's cool. Tanzil's super cool. We love Tanzil. This guy here paid a lot of money to have the advert placed.
That's Tanzilin. That's that guy.
Yeah, but you're also the guy who paid me a lot of money to put an advertisement. It's complicated. You got your "It's Complicated" video, and
so the long and short of that is that my channel I've had my YouTube channel since 2006, and I don't really feel like changing it. I don't know. It's just, call me stubborn, whatever.
Sure.
And I've done so many different things over the years, and I've done very well for myself in the past few years, and I've been buying watches, and I'm into the hobby, and been watching Archie Luxury and Clive and you guys on the live chat, and I was like, I have that showmanship, and I was talking to the lady, I was like, I should get back on the camera and
of course.
I have some opinions on 36 mil or this reference number of Rolex or et cetera, and I was like, I'm doing it. So I came back and I was like, how do I let the old viewers know that my content's so interesting? How do I get the newer people that do watch the wristwatch videos on YouTube to come check it out? And Archie fucking Luxury, baby.
Hey, that's exactly it. That's the best way to get your brand out there. That's exactly it.
And just to concentrate, and why I like you, I like you, and also, of course, Mark Goldberg, He's my big gay Jewish mama. Young Max Levinson is my young Jewish friend. He's my Hebrew.
He's your Hebrew. I'll go ahead and give this guy a free plug. I like Just One More Watch, the Scottish fellow that lives in Australia. He makes outstanding watch videos, and he gets, every video is a new watch, which is cool. They're very inexpensive watch for the most part, but they're cool videos, good production quality, lighting and microphone and yada yada yada. Very cool.
And also I also like Austin Daniels, because it's very simple. It's not a whole lot of sound effects, but it's very simple. It's just one very good idea or one concept that he really puts a lot of thought and effort into. It's really thoughtful and intelligent.
Yeah. And
likewise also with your pieces as well. And sometimes I think it's just the discussion with a live stream, it should all be about the discussion.
Yeah, it should be about anything from like any walk of watch should be on a live stream. And with my scheduled uploads, my Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm always trying to think of something different. I have a big list in my phone of all these different, any day I could wake up and pick one of those, to do. And, it's cool. I like discussion. I like the comments I get on the channel. I find that a lot of people yell at me for swearing, and I just don't get it. That part I don't understand. If you're spending $10,000 on a watch and you're looking at another adult to give you advice on $10,000 on a watch, and he says fuck a couple times, you never heard that language? You didn't see The Sopranos? I don't get it. Those people need to get the fucking thing out of their ass.
Yeah. Now, by the way, Archie, if anyone needs a resource, if anyone has to make an important decision involving a luxury watch purchase that could cost tens of thousands of dollars, what resource do those people have available?
The best thing they can do is for $50, $50 I'll talk to them on the phone. 1 hour consultancy, $50.
Yeah, you see, I was going to do that before, but you had your camera off, Genius, so I didn't know you were there. So it's just like,
sorry.
I almost did that before that Submariner purchase. I almost did the 50 to call Archie, but I sorted it out.
But here's the thing. Also, someone that's been around the block a few times, you're making you've $20 or whatever. They're wanting free advice. It's like, dude, you're about to drop $5 to $10K on a watch, and it's gonna fucking kill you to spend $20.
And I don't care. I don't care who you are. Fucking $5,000 is $5,000. When I bought my Datejust, okay, looking back at it now, if I would have kicked and screamed and fought a little harder, I probably would have got the same watch with box and papers if I was patient. But that's not my strongest suit, And I know that now. I also know that now that I want a Speedmaster, that I know about myself that, hey, your strongest suit is not patience. So what do you have to do? Be patient and just fucking wait. I sold that Seamaster today, and I was already on Chrono 24, getting ready. You know what I mean? Looking it up, and I was like, yo, you stop, and you fucking just get the hell out of there. Like, there's no need to do it right now. Let it go.
Impatience is my biggest. That is my biggest shortcoming.
Thing.
Yeah, impatience. Okay, $5 super chat, 10 cents. Sorry. At Pink Shirt Guest, if Mark Goldberg was wearing which of the following watches would you swipe right on him on Grindr? A JLC Reverso, an Explorer 2, Squale.
I guess I'll answer Explorer 2 just because I think that's what he wants to hear. Cheers, sir.
All right. What do you think about the Sea Dweller?
With the updated movement? The deep sea or the old school?
Old school.
I like it with the old school aluminum with the tick marks only up to 15 is how I like that watch. Without all the tick marks all around how it is now with the giant thick. I still think that it's a little too big for me. I wouldn't wear it. It's still too big. Just too chunky.
The new one?
No, well, the new one. Too chunky.
Yeah, and actually why I like it, okay, sorry. Cardinal Ving, $5 super chat. 2019 is the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Why are you selling the man on the moon? Did Doc tell you the moon landing didn't happen?
The answer to that is, guys, I'm asking a really big premium for it. If someone is wise enough to pay me 11,700 Aussie dollars for it, man, I will definitely sell it. I don't know if it'll sell for that price, but if it does, I'm getting a credit card and getting a Lange one.
Oh,
Hotsy, formerly known as Garbage Fire, texted or posted earlier. You boys should be buying me drinks for watching this shit.
Come to where Mark's at, and I'll give you a couple free drinks. Okay.
Oh, Oh, that's your bar. Oh my God, she would so be there. Can you bring dogs to your bar?
Yeah, there's a patio. You could get away with it.
Yeah. Oh my
You
God.
can get away with it. Absolutely.
Pinky, how many glasses of water you drink a day? $2 super chat.
Oh, me. So, enough. Let's just put it enough. I will say I have gout, so I have to drink a lot of water a day. It's just called enough.
Yeah. Now, one of the things I like about the pre-ceramic sea dweller, though, because one of the super chat, Clive, do your job. Okay. God. Jesus God. You mean do my free job? Do my free job? Is that what you're complaining about? You're going to cut my pay? All right.
Don't upset Clive.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
It's a communism. Right. These are communists trying to upset the apple cart.
One of the things I like about the pre-ceramic sea dweller, though, is everyone talks about the symmetry of the no date sub. But one of the things about this, and everyone, when the sea dweller first came out, the new reference, the 1266609. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, Robert Padilla, hey, buddy. Sorry, just got back to the live stream. Had to do some work, unfortunately. I know Rolex doesn't discount, but does Tudor. Archie does Tudor discount.
Hey, I got 20%. 20% off my Black Bay.
Yeah.
Black Bay Burgundy. So I would say, look, I got to be honest with you. I think the GMT won't be discounted for a while, but I reckon give it 18 months, and you should be able to get at least 10 to 15 off that baby.
Now, let me ask you a quick question. Now, Archie, if anyone really needs some intense, in-depth coaching on how to get the maximum benefits or discounts when negotiating with a Tudor dealer, where could they go?
They could do a $50 US phone call. You will save more than $50. So $50 US. I'll talk to you for an hour and I'll pep you up, and then you can pull the trigger.
Okay. Tanzil and sorry. Okay, you've been immortalized, Chris. When you've been heckled by Tanzil, you know you've made it. That's pink shirt guest. Which of the following is larger? Pam 11, Fat Rico's titties, your forehead, or Archie's profit on the Memento River rat?
I think I'm going to go with my forehead right there, fellas.
Mine's still all right.
No.
All right. So,
yeah,
absolutely.
So here's the deal. Of all the watches, Archie, you're still around?
Yes.
Okay, so of the two, and I think I asked this to Cliver earlier, of the two between the gold sub and the gold day date, which one did you like the best?
Look, I got to be honest with you. I actually felt the day date I had an 18038. But many years ago,
pieces of fucking shit.
I actually preferred the 18238. I reckon that's the best 36 mil one. But I got to tell you, the clasp really pissed me off. The way the clasp is if you get a double 18238, it's got a new clasp which really feels so much better.
Okay.
But I got to tell you, I think the gold sub was the perfect size because it's 40 mil.
40, yeah. That was the best Archie luxury watch. And I know you get all the everybody telling you that the wrong way to go. But then again, you were buying only one watch per brand. You're doing all that, so it's rough with one Rolex.
Super chat, gentlemen. Arch, what happened to the Speedy bracelet?
I'll be keeping that. I'll be keeping that and selling that separately. Because when we made the Speedy Friday, we put it on a leather NATO. Actually, I tell you what, I might even include it, okay? The price is $11,700 Australian.
Okay. And of course, people are asking what's up with the Speedy. And of course, anyone with an IQ in the double digits will figure out that that is Archie mocking Omega's current sales tactics.
Yes, and it's
satirizing.
Exactly,
now,
it's satire. Yes,
Archie, the word satire, but he knows how to do satire. Also, Archie is a satyr, and satyrs are quite prone to satire. Wait, are satyrs horned? Satyrs are horned, aren't they? Wait, okay, I gotta look this up.
Archie, what were you expecting, or what did you hope for from Omega on Baselworld? Because a Seamaster and a Dark Side of the Moon was not super impressive. But what did you think they were going to release?
Look, I really would have liked them to have something really fucking cool and innovative. That's what I wanted to see. I want to see absolute jaw-dropping shock. That's what I wanted to see. And really, like their big thing, in my opinion, their big thing was the Seamaster, and I think it's a nice upgrade to the Seamaster. I think it's a little overdue. It's nice to see the new movement in there and the display back, the wave dials back. But they're showing pictures of Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, on a lot of websites. It's like, oh look, it's back, and it's like, yeah, but it's interesting. I got to be honest with you. What I wanted to see back in Omega, I wanted to see something fucking original and ingenious. I mean, this fucking wave dial they brought back is bullshit. It's absolute fucking bullshit.
Okay, I like the Railmaster. I like the Seamaster. I like the homage. Of course, I like vintage anyway, so that's not going to surprise anyway. I think the Railmaster is a great looking watch. And I actually think the Seamaster 1948 is great. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but
earlier, that's right. Another good one.
I would really like to see Omega fucking do something groundbreaking. This is what I want to fucking see. Something fucking revolutionary, something they haven't done in ages. And they really fucked it up. They fucked it up. And they've had too many fucking releases. I would like to see them fucking streamline their collection.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I told the fucking AD that, right? I told the boutique that. Like, you have too much of the same watch in different colors and different schemes. Like, you have to limit it a little bit. They have the Seamaster 300. They have the Seamaster Professional, and it's in blue. And then they have it also in black. And then
$2 super chat. Pink shirt guest belongs on Storage Wars. It's
there's too many variations. It's not Seiko bad, but it's close. When you look at Seiko, when you want to look at reference, there's like a 25-digit reference number, and it's about as inspiring. It's almost like picking up the right dishwasher at Best Buy.
Well, look at the reference numbers on the fucking Speedmasters. The Moonwatch is 133 point blah point blah point blah. It just keeps going and going because they have so many different Speedmasters. Instead of making the Moonwatch its own thing, maybe if I was Omega, maybe I would take the Moonwatch, keep it the Speedmaster, and then call the other watch something else. And then keep the Speedmaster as the Moonwatch, keep it prestigious. There are, Speedmaster Reduced, Sapphire Sandwiches, automatics, yada, 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 and they're way cheaper than the Moonwatch. The Moonwatch seems to hold okay value-wise, but everything else just seems pretty soft secondhand. Unless
I tell you what I'd like to see. You mean to tell you what I wanted to see?
Let's hear it.
What?
You know what I wanted to see, really, honestly? I tell you honestly what I wanted to see this year, okay?
The Omega Seaman Master.
I wanted to see the Omega Speedmaster.
The Seaman Master. It's for luxury watch enthusiasts who love gay men.
No, listen to this. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, I want to tell you what I wanted to see. I wanted them to bring out the Omega Speedmaster, right?
Right.
With a 3-2-1 movement. That would be fucking killer. Bring back the 3-2-1.
Vertical column.
No, it's not a vertical clutch. It's a column wheel chronograph. It doesn't have a vertical clutch, but it's. I don't think it has a.
No, the 321 does. It's the.
It's a column wheel. It's a column wheel, but it's not a vertical clutch.
I think the 861 is a column wheel, but the 321.
No, the 861 was never column wheel.
When did they go? What year did they go from? What year did they switch to the
$5 super chat? $5 super chat, gentlemen. Archie, what is more disappointing? This terrible guest, aka Peak Side of the Moon. Oh, that's harsh, Tanzil. or Omega's Basel novelties.
Omega Basel's novelties. I gotta tell you this, guys. I reckon they should have brought out a 3-2-1 Speedmaster. They could charge a massive premium in tribute to the original. And I tell you this now, I think there's no reason they couldn't have had a column wheel 3-2-1 movement in tribute to it. Why don't they do that? Why didn't they do that? Because they're lazy sons of bitches. That's why. And the other thing,
next year is anniversary, so they're probably saving the Speedmaster for next Baselworld, and they're gonna say, "Hey, it's fucking 2019." And here is the one people have been waiting for. That's going to be the one to get them drawing. That explains the Seamaster redesign. The kind of, when I talked to the AD, the Seamaster is just like it's the low end. It's the Air King or whatever, if you will. It's just the Omega whatever. Here you go. It's a dive watch 300.
That's what I wanted to see them do, is bring out a Speedmaster with a 3-2-1. They could do it, Clive. Why can't they do it? Hello, Clive.
I think Clive's in frozen land. Clive.
I don't know what's wrong with Clive.
Yeah, looks like he's.
That's
frozen.
what happens when you look the Amiga in the eye for too long.
Hey, this is live. This is live. So, what can you do?
What can you do? What happened to the doc? Where did Doc go?
He said he had to go to happy hour.
Oh fuck yeah. There were some good bitches that had, of course. Yeah. No, he must have had some. Yeah, okay. He's got a wingman who fills him in. Yeah.
So are you still gonna do one watch per brand? Is that still gonna be in your collection? Is that how you're gonna keep doing it?
It's actually kept me on the straight and narrow. It really works for me because I get really obsessive, and I really wanted 2 Pateks, but the fact that I can only have one really makes me at peace with the world, because I would want another Rolex. I want a fucking Note 8 sub. Yeah. I would want another Jaeger Ultra. I'd want a fucking Master Control. Right. I would want another Breguet. I'd want a gold Breguet, like a dress watch Breguet. Very elegant dress watch. I would want another Omega. Yes, I do. Okay, this is if I wasn't ditching Omega, but this is pre-Basel 2018. I would want probably the classic, the original Omega 300, the Seamaster.
Yeah, the old school.
The old school one. I'd like a reissue of that. And as far as Breitling goes, of course I want another Breitling. I want a fucking Navi timer with a B01 movement. And as far as Tudor goes, of course I want another Tudor. I'd fucking get the Pepsi. The Pepsi!
See, I'm not a big fan of the. I just don't like the Pepsi color scheme. I think that the Pepsi itself, as far as both Tudor and Rolex, I think it's great, and it's great to see Rolex back on the Jubilee, because that's on my day just. So of course I love the Jubilee, but the blue and red doesn't do it for me. I would rather see the Coke or whatever. But old fucking Clive, he knew. He said Pepsi all day. That's what he
I just don't know how he does it. Sometimes that guy.
No, it's common sense. It's common sense.
Well,
no, it's common sense, because that's not okay. You have to. Okay, yeah, they are evil Nazi fucks. Rolex is. But you have to give them some credit. That the work that goes to making those bezels, make them right, especially 2-color. That's hard. So it's easier for them to do it, start on small scale, small numbers. Once they get their shit down, then they can simply escalate production up and start producing them in mass.
Right.
And like I said, and also Rolex has a long history of starting trends in the precious metal watches, and start and then drops. The new feature drops down to the two tones, and then to the steel sports. So that only makes perfect sense. And also everyone's saying, but if they do that, they'll devalue the white gold movements. They don't give a fuck about the value of your white gold watches. They could
They don't
care
give a fuck about the value of the Batman. It's over. You know what I mean?
They only care the value of your watch if they think you can sell it and make more money than what you paid them. That is the only goddamn thing Rolex cares about.
That's it. I think that
Hashtag
the Batman,
Rolex sticker shock.
I think that the Batman's gonna. I don't think it's gonna get soft because it is so hot right now. But eventually, it's gonna slow because now it's the Pepsi, and Rolex has said, "Hey, Jubilee's back." Meanwhile, Jubilee, no one's been talking about Jubilee, but now they're like, "Look, it's Jubilee. It's look, here it is. Like, fuck you. Here's the Jubilee. You're gonna buy it, and we promise you're gonna love it." And they're right. Everybody's gonna go nuts over that fucking watch.
No, here's something else. Here's something else that Archie. He made a point in one of his videos. I'm thinking, oh, that. I mean, it's like, yeah, that's a good point. Archie said he believes that they put the Pepsi stainless steel on the Jubilee bracelet in a clear attempt to delineate it or distinguish it from the white gold one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah, and then, I saw that and I'm like, God damn, that's not, fuck, that's, it wasn't until I heard it, but then I realized how much sense it made. So,
no, they know what Rolex knows what they're doing. Okay, like they're. I touched briefly in another video, and I talked about that Seamaster versus this Rolex.
Well, guys, just remember the Coke is still coming. They got it up its sleeve. They're not gonna. They're gonna milk what they've got, and then they're gonna release the Coke. The Coke is coming. Don't worry about that.
And they got that'll be the new precious metal. It's all rose gold, anyways. They know what they're doing. They're gonna bleed this out.
If they do the Coke, and of course, there's a lot of Coke enthusiasts too. There's a whole lot of Coke heads out there. I'll just leave it at that. But they'll make up another precious metal watch maybe next year and say, oh, or 2 years from now, and then eventually it'll drift down to two-tone and then to stainless steel sports. Oh, where I was talking about the pre-ceramic sea dweller. And I got interrupted by a super chat and so forth and so on. Everyone likes the no date sub because of the symmetry of the dial, right?
Yes. Well, that's what they said. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also that's why I think a lot of people like the 2-line rather than the 4-line because cleaner dial, less is more.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'd say the right behind that though, but right behind the no date sub is the pre-ceramic sea dweller, because without the Cyclops, you have a date window, but it's not that much bigger than the indice, the 9 o'clock indice. So it's relatively simple.
It's not messing up. Yeah, it's not messing up the watch. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
agree.
See, when I was looking to buy my sub, I thought about a no date and I thought about a date. And
if you give me a second, I can show you, or you just want to take my word for it. Okay, wait, there we go. Oh, by the way, $5 super chat. Archie, what is more complicated? Patek 5270p, Patek 5740G, Patek 7150, or Mark Goldberg's relationship with this pink shirt Bruno Mars background dancer?
Mark Goldberg's relationship.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, and also Tanzil, he's actually a hell of a great guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great guy.
I can take it. I don't.
Oh,
have,
yeah. And the thing
I'm not one of those people that get up in arms over. You know what I mean? But I think it's funny as hell.
People are asking, is this Archie or the soundboard?
No, it's actually Archie. I think, unless Clive's really, unless this is the real trick.
But yeah. What? Wait.
Hey, you don't even need me here. You got all the lines. What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you fucking smoking?
Anyway, awesome. Guys, you want about? It's about what time is it over? Where?
Yes, no, that's fantastic. Now, Clive, are we doing a show tomorrow? Please, Clive, I've got it advertised. Are we doing it?
Yeah, we can do a quick one, I think. Do we want to have Chris on again?
Anyone you want. You're in charge. You're the master. You're the rancher. You're the rancher, big boy. You're the rancher.
Anyone I want?
Well,
anyone?
As long as Suckerhorn's okay with anyone, we're fine.
Okay. Now, if there's someone, you realize what I'm trying to angle at, right?
Oh no, I think
Han Danes. Han Dane's a Star Wars story. Now, guys, if you want Han Danes back, sorry, if you want Don Haynes back, I did talk with Turbo. What?
$100. That's right, to break the spell that's been set.
Right, because as we know, there's only
two people who've been banned, and mind you, Han Danes' luck has changed since he got banned. He suddenly got that career. He suddenly won the lotto, and he's suddenly he's irresistible to Russian young women.
Yeah, actually, the thing is, I like to call Don, and we talk a little bit. So a lot of times I'll fuck with, if I've got a day in the office, I know he's sitting there, can't take phone calls. I will leave 15 voicemails on his phone, knowing that he can't answer it, and do these elaborate audio plays based upon his life. I was actually doing Rogue Zero, a Star Wars story, the life of Han Danes.
So cool, Don.
Yeah, actually, so yeah, and of course, now on the other hand, what's the best way to ensure that the lifetime ban?
Sorry,
what's the best way to ensure that the lifetime ban stays?
Oh, the best way is they can donate more money so that it gets higher and higher and higher. Then there's no way in the world anyone could afford to get him out.
Right now,
it's $100.
Yeah, right now it's only $100 to break the spell. And Mark Goldberg will pay. I have a good authority. He might pay that $100 just to have Don back on the live stream. Now, if someone were to add to it, then it would be more money to undo the life. And actually, $100 for a lifetime ban. That's not. Yeah, actually.
Hey, I was desperate. Things have been tough, Clive. $100. Jesus Christ.
Coming up next in biography.
Yes. You know how many tricks I need to pull to get $100, for God's sake?
Coming up next in biography, for personal reasons, the Paul Pluta story.
Okay, tomorrow it is, guys. Thank you so much. Let's end it now. So, Clive, you invite
Fistberg.
So thank you so much. It's been great.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. I would come back in a heartbeat if you would have me.
Grinnies, Gum Bands, Sliberty.
Okay, going to cut it now. Press the button. Stopping now.